Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating in the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Using his legs, it's Riley. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Taylor wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Riley. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush is on. He'll pull it down and run. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
All over him immediately. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That one's not even close.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Left side, it's Bowman. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Running inside, it's Riley. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for the...
He's got it inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Run ends there.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Touchdown, Dogs! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
Number 8, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Right side, it's Bowman. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the RPO, got it. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. From the gun, it's Davison. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab past the marker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Right down the middle. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Miller. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On play action. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So they'll have to overcome the intentional grounding call. It's 3rd and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Riley. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Snap in the shotgun. Buying time to his right. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back.
Makes the grab and room to run. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, maybe a double pass. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hits inside. It's Riley. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Extending the play. Throws for the tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just smothered on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. bunch on second down. Rides to the back, fighting off the defender. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Under pressure, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking for space, it's Riley.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Right side, it's Anderson. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Out wide left, it's Riley. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got to make the play on 4th. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Making the adjustment. Taylor wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch in the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Phillips. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pick picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Rush right in his face. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff for Frazier. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, now they're finding out about him.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Quarterback changing the play. They'll move the wide receiver. Taylor wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bowman. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes a catch. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees it. He throws it. Man, it doesn't.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Here comes the heat. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught on the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Trojans. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
Coming out with it, it's Coleman Williams. Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Going to the running game. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Line getting set on 2nd down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He's changing the play. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Had to force that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. The Trojans want to move quickly. Taylor wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Got it in the middle. It's Weaver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Throws to the tight end. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Snags it, and he's open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Taylor wants to throw it. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Left side is Bowman.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They're all over it. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering pass.
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Looking for room at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.